everyone, welcome to part 15 of our Learning Google Sheets series. In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to sort and filter data. So if we look at our sheet 1 here, you can kind of see there's quite a bit of data here. It actually goes all the way down to 1,000. I did have to repeat some of the data in here, and we'll kind of see that as we kind of sort and filter, but it would kind of be similar to something you might be dealing with, just kind of a large amount of data that you need to sort and filter. So let's first talk about sorting. There is a few shortcuts to sorting in Google Sheets, and if you didn't have headers, you could maybe kind of click a column, say you want to sort by this column here. You can go up to data, and you're going to see right away it gives you the option to sort the sheet by column C. And you can go from A to Z, or this would be from least to greatest, or then greatest to least if you're dealing with numerical data. But the problem is if you do select this, if you have a header, say like this last name is kind of indicating what everything in that column is. If you click this, you can kind of see the header goes away, and it does work really well. But aside from the header, that's not good if you're dealing with data with some headers on top. So if we get back, if I'm going to just kind of back up, and now we're looking at our data again. So instead of doing the quick sort, what we can do is we can go into data, and I'm back it up. I'm going to click right up here between the A and the 1 to highlight all of this sheet, including all the data here. And if I go under data, now we have the option to sort the range. So if we go into sort range, now we can click this little box here that says data as header row. Now it will exclude that header row, but what it also does is it gives us the option to select what we want to sort it by. So this is really handy. So now we can sort by, first name, last name. We can sort by age. And let's go ahead and do age from A to Z. And if we do that, you can kind of see A to Z goes least to greatest. So it starts with age, 21 all the way up to age 58. So that's kind of the quick way to sort. In my opinion, the best way is just kind of highlight it, go up to data, and then you can sort the range. If you are dealing with data without headers, it is handy to have kind of like this here to do kind of a quick data sort. Now let's talk about filtering. Sometimes you want to filter data just to kind of look at just a small sample of the data that you're looking at. Like say, for example, if you just want to look at all of the female staff or all the male staff, if you're, going to kind of filter it by that. So to do this, I'm going to just go ahead and highlight one here, just kind of highlight the header row here. And if I go into here, I can go and create a filter. And when you do that, you can kind of see it created a filter all the way across. I'm going to back up, and I'm just going to select the header rows now, and I'm going to go into data and create a filter. And now you see everything that's highlighted has this filter option. I'm going to back up one more time, and I'm just going to do the gender. Go to data, create a filter, and now we just have a filter just on the gender. So if we click on this, you can actually go down and unselect what you don't want to show. So if I want to just see all, I'll say the female staff, I can uncheck male and hit OK. And now it's just all the female staff. I'm going to back up, and when I do that, you can see the male staff is there again. Now, the other thing that's kind of neat and handy in Google Sheets is you can actually do filter views. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a filter. If I go up to highlight all the headers and I go to data and I go to filter views, I can create a new filter view, and I can give it a name. And let's say we can say like female from France division or something like that. Female France. And so what I can do then is I can go into country, and I can just select the French portion, and then I can also unselect the male. So this should just give us the females from France in our division. Now, if we go into here, we have to update, I believe. Oh, not sorry. No, we don't. And so if we close that, what happens is when we close that, everything goes away. But if we go into data and we go to filter views, you can see it's right here listed under what we've saved. So if we click on this, now we have the female from France filter. And this is especially handy if you have something that's really complicated that you've worked on, kind of filtering out just what you need, and it's something that's you have to report on every month or something. You can save it in a filter view, and just with a matter of clicks, you can see exactly what you're looking for. And one thing that's a little bit kind of not as nice is if you do have some sort of formula that's calculating the total salary for this, and you filter it down, it won't actually exclude those values from the range of the formula. It's just not that smart to do that. What I generally like to do in that particular case is I will click and highlight all the data that's been filtered, and I'll copy that and make a new sheet and paste it. And that will give you a whole new fresh data set of what you're looking at, and then you can perform the different various functions that you need to on this data, and that will only include the data that you need in those particular functions. So that's essentially sorting and filtering data. There is more to this, but that's essentially kind of the basics of what you might need to do as far as sorting and filtering. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.